Welcome to our S&OP Ask the Expert series.
Doug, today's question is, what's the key metrics we should be looking at in our S&OP process?
This is another great question. What should I measure? How do I know that the S&OP process is working? Well, everybody wants to start with the obvious one. We're looking for those business results. What are we driving in the business? Maybe that's growth. We're trying to drive towards growth, or we're trying to improve our promise date service level, our PDSL, or our request date service level, our RDSL, or we're trying to improve inventory turns. These are the things that we all want to be measuring as part of this. That gets a little bit more specific into the type of business you have, or really what you're trying to drive towards. So I wouldn't call that necessarily a standard measurement, but I would tell you how I would recommend doing that measurement. First of all, I would do this at the family level. We often have these metrics kind of at a broader business level, but do it at the family level. That way you can tie what you're doing from an S&OP standpoint, what you're driving from a strategy, to that family result. Establish a baseline when you're getting started. So where are you now? Where you want to get to? Establish that baseline so you know that the process is driving the improvements you're looking for. And then I would do it monthly. Have that measurement really a part of your monthly S&OP meeting. So those kind of are the business ones, but I wouldn't call those necessarily standard, if you will, for the process. So this is where I would look at really two that you should be doing as part of your S&OP process, and that is an S&OP process measurement and an S&OP effectiveness measurement. So what do I mean by that? Well, so an S&OP process measurement is really validating, are we adhering to a regular, standard, repeatable process? Is it becoming part of our management structure or the company culture? And I really recommend using a scorecard to evaluate where you're at with this. And there's three things that are really part of that process measurement. First is participation. Do we have the right people attending the right meetings with the right accountability and responsibility? We have the right participation. Is that happening? The second thing is the process happening as we've scheduled and laid it out? This is often a good indicator of how important S&OP is to your management of the business. You always have to report financials at the end of every month. It's not an option. Same thing from an S&OP standpoint. Are the meetings happening with the right people in them on a monthly basis? And then really the other one that I add to this is the data. Do we have the data to support the S&OP process? Are we getting that data in a timely manner? So participation, adherence, and data. And that really is your S&OP process measurement. I would use a scorecard for that. And the other one that's really a standard measurement is effectiveness. Is my process becoming more effective? Am I actually improving the accuracy of my demand and my production planning process? And am I reducing the volatility of the plan as I go forward? I call that the effectiveness measurement. How do you do that? Set a tolerance level, measure actuals compared to the plan. If you're out of tolerance, drive to a root cause. And really then you're looking to improve those processes to get it within tolerance, and then start to measure the volatility, how much you change the forward-looking plan, and look at how do we reduce that volatility and push it further out. So to sum that all up, start with a process measurement, the S&OP process measurement. Use a scorecard to do that, to highlight what needs to be improved. Use an effectiveness measurement, a standard effective measurement in and out of tolerance, and use the root cause to improve the effectiveness. And then you should expect those business results. Hopefully that helps. Great question to answer.